The sun was setting behind Miller's garage. Most of the guys had already gone home. Only two people were left. One man looking back on a lifetime, and one man who still had his whole future ahead of him. Neither of them knew it yet. But tonight, something important was about to be said. The garage was quiet that evening. Just the sound of an old fan turning slow. Tom and Abby had already gone home. Mike was locking up down the road. Only Miller and Jimmy remained, working late on a '67 Ford. The kind of night where nobody's talking, but somehow everything gets heard. Jimmy wiped the grease from his hands, looked around at the walls and signs. Every dent and every tool carried a piece of another time. This place raised more than engines, more than trucks and old V8s. It raised friendships, it raised families. It helped a lot of people find their way. And the lights stayed on just like they always had, through the good years and the hard years, through every happy day and every bad. And Jimmy wondered for the first time what the future might someday be. If these old walls could tell their stories, what would they say to me? Miller tightened one last bolt, then sat down with a tired smile. The summer air rolled through the doorway, and neither spoke for quite a while. Then Miller looked across the garage at the boy he watched become a man, and finally broke the silence with words Jimmy didn't understand. Miller looked across the garage, smiled, and said, "Son, one day this garage won't need me anymore." Jimmy laughed. "Don't say that." Miller nodded toward the lights above them. "Somebody has to keep the lights on." And the lights stayed on, hanging high above their heads, shining over every lesson and every road that still lay ahead. Jimmy stared across the workshop at everything he'd ever known, and for the first time in his life, he wondered if this place was home. Funny thing about dreams, sometimes you spend years looking for them somewhere else. Then one day, you realize you've been standing inside one all along. Maybe it wasn't about leaving, maybe it wasn't about starting again. Maybe it wasn't another garage at the far end of town. Maybe the dream was right here, in the oil and the dust, in the laughter and the memories, in the burgers years ago, but the man would keep the doors wide open for the next generation down the road. Miller grabbed the keys from the workbench, turned them in his hand, smiled, and said, "Not today, son. I've still got a few good years left." Jimmy laughed, and somehow it made him even happier. The lights stayed on. The lights stayed on, and so did the dream. The bus was home, the garage was open again, the coffee was hot, and for the first time in weeks, everybody was exactly where they belonged.
Friday night at Betty's Diner, every table filled with friends. The road was finally behind us, and nobody wanted the evening to end.
Jimmy talked about the desert sunsets.
Tom got half the stories wrong.
Mike just sat there smiling quietly
while the jukebox played along.
It was Friday night at Betty's,
Coffee cups and old memories,
laughter bouncing off the walls
like it never wanted to leave.
For one perfect evening,
nobody had somewhere else to be. It was
Friday
night at Betty's, and life felt good to me.
Miller sat beside the window, watching everyone he loved.
Abby leaned her head on Tom's shoulder,
while the stars appeared above. Someone ordered cherry pie,
someone bought another round,
and for a little while
the whole world fit inside that town.
it was Friday night at Betty's,
Stories flowing table to table, every mile of that long road trip turning into family fables.
for one perfect evening.
Everything was where it should be. It was
Friday
night at Betty's,
and life
felt good to me.
Funny thing about coming home, you think it's a place, then one day you realize it's the people waiting there.
The lights outside grew softer, the crowd slowly thinned away. One by one the trucks departed at the end of a perfect day.
Hugs were given, promises made. See you tomorrow, the kind everybody meant.
It was Friday night at Betty's, the kind you'll remember years from now. Not because anything extraordinary happened, but because everybody was around.
For one perfect evening,
The world felt small
last customers left, the chairs went up, the jukebox fell silent. Betty wiped the counter.
Mike stayed behind to help.
Neither one seemed in a hurry outside. The town was sleeping inside. 2 cups of coffee were still warm.
Some nights don't change your life. They simply remind you why you love it.